Dear children, today we will discuss on the chemical and the biological weathering. As I have told you earlier, in physical weathering, that in physical weathering only the physical outlook of the rock get changed. There is a no chance of changing the chemical composition. But in chemical weathering result in changing of the chemical composition of the minerals that present in the rock. The old minerals get decomposed and the new minerals are formed. Chemical weathering mainly found in the tropical regions due to the high temperature and the heavy rainfall. There are four types of chemical weathering: oxidation, carbonation, hydration, and solution. Oxidation is a process in which the minerals present in the rocks they absorb the atmospheric oxygen. So this results in the formation of the chemical compounds. And this process is common in the rocks which contain iron as the minerals. So dear children, iron it absorbs the atmospheric oxygen and after that rusting is formed. So rusting of iron is an example of oxidation. After what happened? The rock changes its color to yellow, brown or red and breaks are very easily. So new compounds are formed, that is a rusting. Carbonation. Carbonation refers to the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere by the minerals present in the rock, same as oxidation. So it is a process in which the minerals present in the rock they absorb the atmospheric carbon dioxide. Rainwater contains carbon dioxide in solution as it absorbs the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. So rainwater also contains carbon dioxide because rainwater also absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When this rainwater falls on limestone rocks, then what happens? The calcium carbonate that present in the rock, limestone means calcium carbonate, then what happens? Then this rock absorbs the carbon dioxide from rainwater and becomes calcium bicarbonate. So when limestone which contains calcium carbonate mixed with atmospheric carbon dioxide which is dissolved in rainwater, then it converted into calcium bicarbonate. And calcium bicarbonate is more easily soluble and removed as water flows on rocks and seeps below the surface. That means the rocks calcium bicarbonate is very easily soluble mineral. Next is the hydration. Hydration occurs when a chemical reaction takes place between hydrogen in rainwater and the minerals in a rock. This softens the rock, leaving it open to destruction by agents of mechanical weathering and erosion. Example, like feldspar is a common rock that forming the crystalline mineral. Next is a solution. Solution weathering occurs when rainwater gradually dissolve the soluble minerals. For example, like the heavy rain washes the calcium and carbonate ions down, thus making calcium carbonate soluble in water. So it is a process in which when rainwater dissolve the some soluble minerals, some minerals when easily dissolve in water, then it is known as the solution. So my dear children, chemical weathering, as you have seen, there are the four processes. Once again I am telling that oxidation, carbonation, then hydration and the solution. I think all of you have understood. Now, biological weathering. Biological weathering, it is a action of the living organism like the plants and the animals. So in biological weathering, plants, animal, even the burrowing animals also plays an important role. And this type of weathering includes both physical and the chemical weathering. So what is the role of human beings in biological weathering? Human being involved in deforestation, that means the cutting down of trees, mining, quarrying, etc. that encourage the weathering of rocks. When trees are cut, the binding action of the roots of the trees is no longer present. We know that when the trees are cut, the binding action, because the roots of the trees hold the soil very tightly. So it doesn't occur after deforestation. Rock gets exposed to sun and rain and weathering takes place very easily. So when the rock get exposed on the soil, then very easily due to the rain or other agents, they wash away the soil very rapidly. Mining and quarrying exposes the bare rocks on the surface and these also get weathered quickly. So human being is responsible for biological weathering due to deforestation, mining, quarrying, etc. Now, how plants are responsible for biological weathering? Dear children, we know that plant is also an important agent in biological weathering. How? Produce their roots through the joints in the cracks. We know, we have seen also then some big rocks, plants and all, when the roots penetrate through the cracks or joints of the rocks, then what happen? They make the joints widen. The widening of joints allow the water to seep through. So through the joints, when the joints or the cracks become widened, so very easily the water it seeps through it. Seepage of water that may cause a chemical weathering or the frost action. We know that frost action, how the frost action occur already we have read it. So when the roots of the plants they make the gaps or the joint of the earth surface, it makes the joints widen, then automatically the water it seeps through that joint and it helps in the chemical weathering. Now, animals, how animals are responsible? Earthworms, ants, and the burrowing animals like rats, rabbits, they make passages below the ground, and seepage of air and water through this passage results in the rapid weathering of rock. So, here we have seen that animals also played an important role in weathering, such as the burrowing animals, they like rabbit, rats, etc. Even earthworm also, they make passage below the ground, and through that, easily the air and the water it can penetrate and help in weathering very rapidly.